I'm here with No Reason to Care from Mead, Colorado. How's it going, guys?
It's going great. How are you, man?
Doing great. Really appreciate you guys coming on. Let's dive right into it. So, when and how did you guys form?
We formed in the summer of 2019. Me and Drake just like we're talking about, Drake was doing some solo music stuff, and like I had just gotten out of another band. I was talking about how I wanted to, get a band together, and Drake's like, well, let's start a band. So, and it's just been kind of building up, trying to find people from school, people from work, people from all over, just to come play with us. But, Drake and I just started it out of a conversation that we had in high school. I was a sophomore, he was a freshman,
That's awesome. I love hearing those stories. Definitely
Yeah.
very motivational, inspirational, and all that stuff. So, you guys just released in June One of the Freaks. How's the response been to it?
Um, it's been surprisingly great. We've like One of the Freaks is one of those songs that's like started to get us some traction. We just checked the other day; it passed 5,000 streams in just over a month. That's the most streams we've ever gotten on a song ever, and we've had songs out that have been out for like a year or so, and it's surpassed even those songs. So it's been really surprisingly well reception, yeah, for that song.
Who did you guys with, and how was the process?
Sorry, you cut out a little bit. What'd you say?
Who did you guys record it with, and how was the process?
It was with Jason Anderson at Sunnyside Audio down in Wheat Ridge, and I actually found him through my dad. Just worked on his house. He's a contractor electrician, and just happened to meet him. We got into contact, and he's great. I mean, he's a good producer. We go in there, we record our parts, and he does his magic. It's great.
That's the best when it's not like a pain. Like you're able to go in, do your thing, and then peace out. And they're also like very helpful and like give you input on like how to make the song even better.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, no, he's helped us shape these songs. He's put in a little bit of himself into the songs as we've, put ourselves into it. And it's really cool to have that mix of everybody's, energy and personality.
Right on, man. That's what it's all about. So you guys are from Mead. How's the emo, the pop punk rock scene, alternative scene? Do you guys have a favorite local band, favorite venue?
Um, Mead itself is a tiny town, so there's not a lot of local bands in Mead. None that we've been able to find. But in terms of like the Longmont is a very nearby town, and some other bands in like nearby towns. Germ Theory is a band that just kind of went inactive, but they've really helped us out, and we played some shows with them, and they're great. Another is Cappy. They're a little farther. They're from Boulder, Colorado, but again, really great people. We've played with them and developed friendships with them. They're great.
That's always good. So who would you say your biggest influences are?
Um, in terms of like my writing, and Drake has different influences than I do. I'll give him a chance to spout those a little bit. But in terms of me, My Chemical Romance was like the band that inspired me to start a band. But The Used and Ice Nine Kills, Escape the Fate, Set It Off, Pierce the Veil, bands like that in that kind of heavier side of the emo scene, a little bit of metal inspired like emo music is what really inspires me. Drake, what you got?
Yeah, same here. My Chemical Romance is kind of what got me started wanting to write music and play in a band. And past that, my music taste and influences have been absolutely growing. They come from pretty much everywhere, places you wouldn't expect.
Yeah, because we got jazz influence as well. I grew up in jazz bands, and we got classical music and just we experiment with bluegrass and country a little bit. All over we have influences, but yeah.
You guys are speaking my language. My Chem will always have a special place in my heart because they're from my home state. They're from New Jersey.
Oh yeah, I love them. Repping them today. I got the shirt on.
That's awesome, man. So here's the $1 million question for you guys. So if you guys could tour with one of those bands, who would it be?
I've been big into Ice Nine Kills for quite a while now. It would be like a dream come true to tour with them, if not like The Used. But Ice Nine Kills, I think, is that band where I'm like, that would be like we made it if we're touring with them.
You're the first band that said Ice Nine Kills. I like it, keeping things interesting.
Yeah, no, they're like a little bit of a smaller band, but I think they got a really cool sound. They got it's like horror metal, you know, and I think those two things like fit together so well. And I have never seen a band put those two things together in the way that Ice Nine Kills has. And that's not only very inspiring, but like that's just like cool. I want to be around those people. I want to like, you know, I'd love to play with them, you know. They seem like awesome people.
We'll keep grinding, keep doing the right things, and you never know. Like maybe someday it'll become a reality.
Yeah, we just bought an artist I saw that was a very small, you know, started on TikTok. He blew up, and he's actually opening for Ice Nine Kills right now. And that's been like seeing someone come up from just like nothing in this day and age when music industry's gotten kind of crazy. Seeing someone still come up organically and get to that level where it's like, you know, that's kind of where we want to be, you know, showing that that's possible. Very inspiring. That would be, yeah.
You guys got this. I believe in you. So now I'm going to ask you guys some non-music questions. It's a good way for me to get to know you guys as people. Did this with the other bands. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. First one, favorite TV show.
I like a lot of shows. Recent I think Has Been Hotel, as like, you know, it gets some mixed reception there. I think it's a very artfully done show and has very cool musical direction. We've even been inspired by some of the music from that show, you know, and I think it's a cool concept, you know, a hotel to rehabilitate sinners in the middle of hell. You know, it's just kind of something I've never seen before. I think that's really cool. What about you? What's your favorite show, Drake?
Peaky Blinders.
It's got a lot more serious than I am.
Now you're really speaking my language. I love Peaky Blinders. It's one of the best shows out there.
I love that show.
Yeah,
that actually kills it. So if you guys were stranded on a desert island, what 3 items would you want to have with you?
Gosh, you know, I would want some kind of. I'm always like coming up with ideas, and if there was no way to get off this island, if we're assuming there's no way for me to like build something to get off, like I'd want something to be able to, you know, record and like play music, because I always got those ideas, and I always need something around me to like get some ideas down. So that would. So a musical instrument, I guess, and like a recording device and some way to like put that together, I guess. Yeah, that's 5-3. What about you, Drake?
I'd probably have to agree. A lot of it's because I mean I'm on a desert island. I'm not getting off.
Yeah,
I'm not thinking long term here.
exactly. You know, it's like I might as well put some bangers together while we're starving to death.
I like it. I'd probably do the same thing. I'd want to be like entertained and not like absolutely like lose it mentally. So I feel you guys on that one.
Definitely, yeah.
So I'm a big Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan. It's one of my favorite shows and movies of all time.
Love them
If you could
too,
be
yeah.
any of them, if you could be any of the Ninja Turtles, which one?
Oh, and just as you're saying that, I'm like blanking their names. I really like the energy of the orange one. I don't know. He's always. I'm getting all their names mixed up, but the one with
Michelangelo.
What? Sorry, what?
Michelangelo is the orange
Yeah,
one.
Michelangelo. I don't know. I like his energy and demeanor about, I don't know, being a ninja turtle. You know, he's kind of. They all don't take themselves too seriously, but I think he's kind of silly, and I enjoy that. You know, having that attitude about fighting crime is something that I always think is cool in superhero kind of media. What about you, Drake? Your favorite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle?
Hey, you're not gonna like me. I can't remember. I don't think I've ever seen the show.
Really?
Oh, you're killing me. Oh, you're moving down the list.
Dad, you're killing us, Drake.
I like the orange one's name. I like Michelangelo.
Yeah, they're all named after like famous painters, sculptors. I think that's cool. That was something I always like thought was cool when I was seeing it growing up.
So now I've got an assignment for you. You got to go back after we're done. Go back and watch the movies from the 90s. Skip the ones from 2015. From what I've heard, they were crap. So ignore those. Go back to the 90s and watch those ones. Watch 1, 2, and 3, and then watch the TV show as well. And then you can report back.
I'll make sure of it. I'll make sure he does.
You hold him accountable for his actions.
Yeah, you got it.
So if you guys could go back in time and talk to one world leader or person of influence, who would it be?
You know, I've always like really respected, even since elementary school, I've really looked up to Abraham Lincoln, as like basic as of his answer as that is, but he was just he he got this country through its only like true civil war, and freed millions of Americans from enslavement and whatnot. And I don't know, I really look up to him, and I would want to talk to him and just see how he sees the world, and if possible, like ask him like his opinion of how things are going right now. Just like he seems like a guy that would be cool to have a conversation with for sure. About you, Drake?
I was thinking about this one, and I study history a lot, so I thought I'd have a better answer, but I really don't. My answer isn't, I wouldn't go back and converse with them. I'd go back and I'd say one thing. Uh, I would find Andrew Jackson. I'd walk up to him and ask him, why the long face? And then I'd go back to my own time.
That's awesome. You're the first person that has said Andrew Jackson. I like it.
It's a good one. We just saw his house a couple months ago in Nashville.
I need to know if it was really that long.
Yeah, no, he's got a very interestingly shaped face for sure.
The answer is yes. I know from personal experience.
Oh wow, yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. So if you guys had $1 million and you could donate it to any charity, which one?
I'm a big, I feel like as an emo band, I'm a big mental health advocate. So I don't know, like specifically, each charity would be something that, if we were in that situation, we'd have to look into exactly, where they're putting their funds and everything, make sure we agree with that. But anything that promotes, people getting the mental help that they need, and for them to be happy and healthy members of society, like any charity that supports that is something that I support heavily.
I agree with this. We discussed
Can't go
this
wrong.
beforehand.
Yeah.
All right, last question. What are some places at Mead that visitors should check out?
Again, Mead is a tiny town. We don't even have a grocery store that's in Mead. But the Ziggy's Coffee headquarters, Ziggy's Coffee is a Colorado coffee chain that's relatively popular in the state, but their headquarters is in Mead. That's one of the few things in Mead. So if you want to see the headquarters of Ziggy's Coffee, that's something you can see. And we do a sugar beet festival every year. That's kind of cool. There is some live music there. That's somewhere that we thought would be cool to maybe play sometime. But Mead doesn't have a ton of draws, but yeah, it's got a couple small town charm little areas to it. I feel like they've got a cute little main street, to check out.
I'm a big coffee guy, so that sounds really good to me. So when I get out there to visit you guys, you can take me there and we can get a coffee.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, and I would personally say that I like Ziggy's better than Starbucks. Like I feel like their coffee tastes better. So it's good coffee, and it's local. You're supporting local business, so it's nice. I went to high school with the son of the founders of Ziggy's. It was kind of cool.
You're famous.
Yeah, right.
But here's another $1 million question for you. Do you drink it black? Do you drink it with sugar, cream?
As much as I have this like emo persona of mine going, I do not drink my coffee black. I can't do it. I put, when I'm making it at home, I'm just putting cream and sugar. But like when I'm going out to a coffee place, I'm getting that sugary, like basically dessert coffee.
I'm getting that sugar drink. It's
Yeah.
not even coffee at this point.
I like the caffeine. I do like the flavor of coffee, but like it needs to be balanced out with that cream and sugar at least. Yeah, for me.
Hey, you like what you like. I mean, me personally, I love my black coffee, but I also like my pumpkin spice and my caramel macchiatos. I like a little bit of everything.
Yeah, it's like I do occasionally drink black coffee. It's I don't like to close off any options. I'm a coffee lover. I drink it every day, at least 1 cup a day. So I'm not entirely picky, but it's fun to get that sugary ass drink from a coffee place. When you're going out.
I feel you guys on that. I definitely do. Well, I really appreciate you guys coming on and chatting up a little bit, and the support means the world to me.
Yeah, no, it was awesome talking to you. We're glad that we were able to set this up. It's been great.
So for the people that are going to watch this interview later, where can they find you guys at?
We are at No Reason to Care on most social media, Instagram and TikTok specifically. Look up at No Reason to Care, or on any streaming service, just look up No Reason to Care. There's our Spotify right there. We're on all streaming services, Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud, Amazon, Tidal, etc. So if you look up No Reason to Care, and you'll probably find us. If you look, I feel like I've even tested like Google searching No Reason to Care, and we do come up pretty like high up in there because there's not a lot of
big time. You guys are, like I said, you guys are famous.
Yeah, I mean, I guess maybe it's just that there's no other bands with a name like that, but I'll take the win that we're decently high on Google search.
Well, do what the gentlemen say. Go to the websites, listen to the music, buy merch. You guys are doing a great job. Keep up the great work. You guys should be, really proud of yourselves.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Of course. Well, I hope you guys have a great night, and we'll chat soon.
Yeah, you have a great night. Hope to see you.
Appreciate it. Peace.
Peace.